So over the winter holidays, I've been up to a lot of things. I've been replaying through The Sims because they had this big winter sale. Also, the base game is free now. So I thought, why not pop back in, buy a couple packs? I might have went overboard with my Christmas spending on that, but that's for later. Bought a couple packs, played it, enjoyed it. I've also been enjoying a lot of Taskmaster. So I thought, why not combine the two recent going ons in my life and try to recreate this Taskmaster house in The Sims 4. So I spent a stream doing that, and I think it came out all right. So hope you enjoyed the tour part of the stream that am going to show you right now. Enjoy. All right, let me show you the finished version of my recreation of the Taskmaster house in The Sims 4. First of all, let's look at the overall build. Again, this is less of a one-to-one recreation. An attempt was made, but more of the idea of the Taskmaster house in The Sims 4. Especially with the landscaping and the dimensions of things, it won't be one-to-one. But you can see there are some ideas that resemble the house on the show. Let me actually get a better lighting. Ooh, gross. Oh no. Okay, sure, morning lighting. As far as my standard goes, the outside looks pretty decent. There's a couple items that are serving as Easter eggs that we'll delve more about at the end of the tour. But for now, this is what the house looks like from the outside. This is the money shot angle, if you will. The clock is a little bit awkward, but that's the best I got. So let us start with the caravan. So the caravan, while a bit tough because, again, you can't really put a window out here. So I put a painting with a scenery on it. I think that makes a lot of sense. And while not a one-to-one substitute to a window, should make for a similar effect. But this is the caravan. It has a wooden table. It has the seating areas. This seating area does not work in The Sims. It's purely decorative. If you want to make this work on The Sims, you remove these two chairs and move the table over. But obviously, we're not going to do that. We have the little cute fairy lights up top and the shelving units as well on either side of the sofa. We have the famous fruit bowl where Noel Fielding hid as a banana. And then the caravan actually, I believe, has a fully working kitchen as well as a bathroom of sorts off to the side where I believe Lee Mack hid a person dressed up as a ghost there. So we have a gas stove, a sink here. We have a cabinet here as well as more countertop space. And we have a shower and a bath. And a toilet rather on the back here. So here it is, more shelving units, a little bit of clutter as well as piece of art to make it more festive. It's not the best recreation. I did with what I got. Obviously there's no caravan in Sims 4. The base itself is a debug mode that I found out when I was searching on YouTube how to build a caravan. So I will leave that video in the links down below as well as an iCard up top. And then we have a mailbox here. There was a task that had a mailbox here delivering the task, I believe. So I put a mailbox here as well as some landscaping that I believe resemble especially the later seasons of the show. And that's what I did with the caravan. And now let us move on to the main house. Oh, Also, there's a giant boulder in the garage. It's the reference to the boulder task. Anyways, here comes the main entranceway. As we come in, we have the giant portrait of the Taskmaster. Here is that one big portrait from Paranormal pack where you can be the Ghostbuster, and I sized it up. As well as, I believe these are supposed to be photos of Taskmaster alumnus. So I think black and white photos of these people are sufficient as substitute. And we have a desk here with an accent table rather, with various knickknacks. We put a houseplant here. The Sims doesn't have pigeonholes, so we put this little coat rack here, an umbrella here, and of course, the two location from the show is this bathroom, or the melt the giant ice cube challenge. I believe it was featured there. It's a pretty boring bathroom with a tub and a sink. I don't believe this is functional if you were to play it in The Sims. So there's that. And this one is featured in the longest loo roll challenge, where it's just a sink in the corner, a mirror, a piece of shelving up here, and then the loo roll is actually under the shelving. Let me remove there it is. That's the loo roll that people are supposed to make as long as possible without touching the ground, and of course the toilet and the window. Now, I don't believe there's a room here, but, or at least the room that it's supposed to be in the show wasn't really visible. So I made it into a sort of mud room. I believe this is what it's called, where you take off your coats and your shoes. I put a mirror there. I don't really know what to put in this space aside from this. So there you go. The other biggest location from the show is this lounge, where, you know, you have this big centerpiece in the background that changes every season, or every series rather. This time around, since we used the paranormal stuff pack for the front, we might as well use the paranormal stuff back here too. So we make the team occult. Use the other portrait of the same guy, I forgot their name. Added curtains, you know, the whole shebang, a severed hand, a statue of an eagle, a crystal ball, and this skeleton lady statue. We added, this is the desk where they receive their task. This is the chair in the corner, the awkward chair in the corner where little Alex Horn arbitrates, monitors, times, and I put a little bit of a sound microphone enhancing thing. I don't know what these are called. I could probably just, I can't even, The Sims doesn't even say what it is. But anyway, yeah, I added that there. Of course, there's a camera here blocking the door, but there is a door here. And then, since The Sims doesn't allow for just a wall to be slightly, half a wall to be slightly up front, there's a weird room here that I could have just left empty, but the idea of the Taskmaster house being a functional house that is supposed to be the Taskmaster's, I thought we add a little bit of functionality to it. So we added just a cleaning closet with a bucket full of cleaning stuff and a broom and this thing that gathers dust. If I have the Dustbuster pack or kit, I would put a vacuum cleaner in here or a Roomba, but I don't because I'm not a masochist and I don't want that pack. Next is this kitchen. It's a pretty standard kitchen. It's an L shape from what I understand. I just wanted to use these cabinets and I think it captures the essence of what the Taskmaster kitchen is. Again, there's supposed to be a laundry machine in this kitchen, but I have decided to put the laundry machine elsewhere because, again, continuing with the theming of a functional house. So what we know about the Taskmaster kitchen is that there's a stove here, there's a big air vacuum thing up top of the stove, there's a sink, there's a fridge here, they have a coffee machine, and they have a microwave. So I put a microwave and a coffee machine. And that's the kitchen, baby. And of course, the next room is the lab. As far as my understanding goes, this is not where the lab goes, but whatever. It's the lab. There's a table, there's a tarp. I'm assuming a tarp is sensible. There's this little bit of a overhang, and this is supposed to be transparent curtains, but there's no transparent curtains from the stuff I have. Maybe there's no transparent curtains in the Sims period. And there's a little bit of a cabinetry here on this corner by the door. So I elected to put this cabinet here. And now we move on to the places that were not part of the show. So I took liberty on some of them, including this office editing nook. So we put a computer and a chair, basically a whole office plus the good old classic Sims chess table to build up logic. And of course, we added the laundry nook here instead of being in the kitchen, because I don't know what else to put here. Maybe a mudroom, maybe, but this works. And this is supposed to be the Taskmaster's bedroom. It's a bit simple. I don't quite know what to put there. It's just got a double bed and an end table called the Ultimate. So I hope that the Taskmaster himself will forgive me for his transgressions. There's a majestic picture of a sword above the bed. There's a little bit of an office entertainment area here. And of course, a massage chair. Because why not? The Taskmaster himself, of course, has an ensuite bathroom. It's a pretty industrial style, but it has a shower bath unit. It has a toilet called the Throne of Thrones. So there's that. And of course, a full-length mirror with backlights, because the Taskmaster needs to be fabulous every day. If we go outside, here's the shed. The shed obviously has shelvings, but it's too small in here. I settled on this shape after editing it around a couple times, but this is the best I got. It has balloons, it has a water balloon bucket, it has basically assorted things that you can have for task solvings, like a baseball bat and a basketball, a couple of gnomes, and Ollie, the piece of armor statue. Yeah, there's always seems to be a wastebasket here, but it could be a reference to the wastebasket task where Alex hid in one of them. The telephone booth is also a reference to that task, so it goes double. I added the barrels because it made sense to me in my head. There's not really a lot of room in the there's not really a lot of occupied room in the back, so I just added a tree. And if we go up, I added an HVAC unit in here, as well as a ladder, maintenance ladder to go up to the HVAC unit, because why not? We don't have a cow, as in we don't have a cow statue, but we do have a cow topiary, so we added the cow topiary. We don't have a compass circular rug on the ground thing, so I added this compass adjacent sun maybe looking thing. It's supposed to be made out of chalk, so I think that's neat. A bike, because why not? And an easel, because that seems to come up a lot in Taskmaster. As well as this corner of the house, I added a little picnic area for that one task where Alex Horn hid from the contestants. And yeah, that's it for my rendition of the idea of the Taskmaster house in The Sims 4. It is available on the gallery. I'll upload it after this video. If you want to look at it, if you want to search it, I am Justin Sharkman. Just one word. It should be on the screen right now. Not to dox myself, but hi, I'm Justin. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Peace out. Bye. See you.